Welcome back to another episode of how to counter each killer in Dead by Daylight. In the last episode, we looked at 10 tips to counter the Trapper, but for today's episode, I'll be showing y'all how to counter the one and only Leatherface. Hope you guys enjoy. Oh, that was so cold. Wait, I'm bricked. Hold on. Wait, I'm gonna stand up. Look. So when in chase with a Bubba, always be sure to favor windows over pallets because Bubba can instantly shred through multiple pallets over and over again, which will eventually leave you and your team with no resources in the late game. So when you do have the choice to play around a window or a pallet, always choose the window because a window is an infinite resource that cannot be destroyed, whereas pallets are very limited. Survivors' hitboxes are significantly smaller when closer to the ground. With this in mind, you can actually run right up to a breakable wall during chase and crouch. Doing this will force Leatherface's chainsaw into destroying the door instead of injuring you. Always try and position yourself near lockers when playing against a Leatherface because you can actually avoid being downed instantly from Bubba's chainsaw sweep by hopping into a nearby locker, which will then force the Bubba to get out of his chainsaw stance in order to pull you out. This gives you a 2-second window to get out of the locker and make as much distance as possible before he recovers all of his chainsaw charges. In a situation where a Bubba has you trapped in a locker and is in Tantra Mode, you can safely get out by waiting till you see the chainsaw go vertical 2 times, followed by an additional 3 horizontal swings. At that point, get out of the locker as quick as possible to make as much distance as you can. During chase with a Bubba, do your best to hug obstacles as tight as possible. Now, although this is a given when looping any killer in DBD, Bubba's chainsaw hitbox is very wide, which a lot of times makes Bubba accidentally bump into nearby obstacles. So try running to an area with many tight walls or obstructions to force the killer into making 2 choices. Either just M1 to get you away from the area, or 2, risk using his chainsaw where he could potentially go into Tantra Mode, allowing you to make an easy getaway. You can actually pallet stun Bubba while he is chainsaw sweeping if you time it perfectly. Now, this is really hard to do sometimes because of ping, but an easy way to tell when you can get the stun off is by looking at his weapon. The chainsaw will swing left to right constantly, so to pull this off, you have to drop the pallet when the chainsaw is either on the far left or the far right of his body, because his body will then be exposed, allowing you to get the stun off and prevent him from just destroying the pallet or downing you. This does take time to learn, but with practice, I'm sure you'll get the timing down. Okay, now this should be common sense, but I still see people run in a straight line away from Leatherface as he is chainsaw sweeping. Bubba's most used add-ons are ones that increase his chainsaw movement speed and give him extra charges. So when running in a straight line, even with sprint burst, Bubba will catch up and down you, so please stop doing this. Literally find anything to run around, even if it's a teammate. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Please, not me. When Bubba bumps into an object and goes into Tantra Mode, he is actually locked in place and cannot move anywhere from 3 to 8 seconds depending on add-ons. So if you see a Bubba go into Tantra Mode, use that time to either get away or to get a quick save on a nearby hooked teammate. For the final tip, let's talk about the infamous Bubba Basement and how to successfully save yourselves and your teammates when trapped in the basement with a camping Bubba. Now, the only thing you can do is